Hey guys, this is Mewtwo, and thanks for 100 subscribers. I want to celebrate it by doing top 10 video games of all time. Other than the Undertale Let's Play. So, let's start with number 10. So, modern, classic, Dreamcast, racing. At one time, the four types of impede, but everything changed when the Classic Nation attacked. Only Sonic's Twitter account could master the powered sass and satisfy everyone, and it didn't work, but I liked it. And that's where Sonic Generations comes in at number 10, because it was made to satisfy both the classic and modern fans and blend the two sides. I think it did very well by creating two separate characters and gameplay styles, being modern and classic, while providing some awesome throwbacks and remixes of previous places, music, and characters. The plot is not one of the best, but hey, it's a Sonic game. I feel like this game took the least risks of all the modern Sonic games, and I respect it for that. So recently, I've discovered competitive Mario Party, and I at first thought it was strange that people would play such a lush-based game competitively, but that's the fun of it. You never really know what the outcome of the match is, and that makes it fun for viewers, which keeps the players on edge. The Mario Party game, save for 9 and 10 in the game and handheld devices, requires surprising bit of strategy, and no Mario Party game is as felt more than in Mario Party 6. 6 features a unique mechanic in which every 3 turns it changes from day to night in some way, and it changes the board in some way. This changes board and gimmicks. For example, in Clockwork Castle, in the day you're chasing DK to get a star, but at night you're running away from Bowser, who's trying to steal a star. This offers quite a bit of strategy for the game. For example, say it's the 3rd turn of day on Tower and Treetop, and you have 50 coins, and you can either choose to get the star or go to Boo. You could hope you were low enough to not pass Boo and go to Boo the next turn, or you could play it safe and buy the star. The ability to throw capsules and place traps also has a lot. Mario Party 6 is, in my opinion, the most strategic Mario Party, while still offering that classic Mario Party luck in form of chance time. Shout out to that time when Kate and Dylan lost on Friends Without Benefits due to chance time. I'll play that clip now.
Here we go. Moving on to the round of miracles. Chance time.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
This is where.
Yeah. So let's switch to the reaction cam. So left gives to right. So they're holding hands already. Left gives to right. Left gives. They could swap. They could swap, or they could just give up their last star. Yikes! Yikes! This could be a swap. Oh my God! They lost everything. They just lost everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I was prepared to swap stars.
Lying.
But if you just
Yeah. Anyway. How do I end that segment? Bedroom Boat 12. What if I told you that my favorite Pokemon game Pokemon game wasn't a main series game or a GameCube game, a Pokemon Conquest? No, my favorite Pokemon game is one that is severely underrated, and that'd be Pokepark 2 Wonders Beyond. This game is incredible, even down to the music. It fits the mood so perfectly and is always pleasant to listen to. And this game is surprisingly dark. Where PokePark 1 was like, gather all the shards and save the friendship of all Pokemon in the PokePark. This game is like Darkrai's kidnapping Pokemon and taking them to the world where they can play forever, but it also summoned a black hole which will swallow the entire world as we know it. And also you can make all your friends forget you and send you to a world where nobody exists and you're sad and lonely. This game also steps it up with the gameplay by adding 3 new characters, each with their own ability. This makes the gameplay a lot more fun. All in all, this game expands on PokePark 1 so much that it ascended to amazing status. And here's a picture of sad Pikachu. So, what if I told you, Breath of the Wild is kind of like a Zelda game that doesn't really feel like a Zelda game. I mean, for the first time in history, it's an open world Zelda game, which is refreshing. Also, you have to watch your weapon durability, which adds layers of strategy, all that, and yet it's not my favorite Zelda game. Because previously stated, Breath of the Wild doesn't feel like a standard Zelda game. And while Majora's Mask, the holder of the number 7 spot, also has a tone that doesn't match anything else seen in Zelda, it remains similar to other Zelda games while being its own thing. As a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, which many herald as the best video game of all time, it has to be similar, yet expand on the ideas in Ocarina. The game does this, and even adds its own gimmicks. For example, the 3-day time limit and NPC schedules make for you having to use your time well, and if there's anything I like better than weapon management, it's time management. The time limit doesn't feel forced because the moon poses an actual threat, so it makes sense to have a time limit, and you can always reset whenever you want. The game revolves around this time limit, which is always welcome. The game's also surprisingly dark and creepy, and also depressing at some times. And while other Zeldas have had snippets of that, it's not felt way more than here, which is why this is my favorite Zelda game.
Wait, honey, can you look at this?
If you ask someone what their favorite Mario RPG is, you're bound to get one of 3 answers. It's either going to be Super Mario RPG, Thousand Year Door, or number 6 on the list, Mario & Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story. I always prefer the battle system in Mario & Luigi games over the Paper Mario games, as the action commands have more depth than just press A at the right time. Sure, while some of it is just that, the addition of a second button adds a lot to the gameplay, because you have to know which button to press when. The third game allows the Lucky Bowser to play as the Koopa King himself, adding the use of 2 extra buttons with his own combat system, which is similar yet different to the way the Bros fight. This gameplay, both in and out of combat, is all about linking the Bros and Bowser's together, with the Bros having to manipulate Bowser's body from the inside to achieve certain goals. The writing and humor in this game is my favorite in any Mario RPG. It's just funny. It also offers the best of what Fawful, the best Mario character, has to offer. He's honestly amazing. I break into laughter whenever I have to listen to this guy. So that's why this is the best Mario RPG and number 6 on this list. So as many people know, my internet is actually terrible. It basically prevents me from playing any online games well. Recently, I found a spot in my house that allows me to use the internet on my Switch without it crashing. And once you find a way to get around your bad internet, the possibilities that open up are endless. If you remember back when I did my top 10 video games of 2017, I rated Splatoon 2 as number 8. The reason I did this is because of my internet. I could not play Splatoon 2 that much. But now that I've found a way around it, I've started to get addicted to this game. Sure, while the normal turf war mode gets boring really fast, the ranked modes add enough variety to have a lot of fun with this game. The weapon variety and types of clothing change the gameplay up a lot, and trying to work with a team that you can't communicate offers a challenge that I didn't know I wanted. And sure, some people are idiots, but when you get queued up with humans instead of actual monkeys, the game modes, especially the ranked modes, especially Clam Blitz and Rainmaker, are really fun. It also has a surprising amount of other content. While I don't play Salmon Run that much anymore, and I focus exclusively on the ranked modes, the little Salmon Run I did play was a lot of fun. The single player content is fun as well. It's nice to have layers you can run through, and with Octo Expansion on the horizon, taking what made the normal single player fun and making it even better, I think this game will be fun for years to come.
There's always something about landing in a strange place at night.
Hi, can I help?
There's always something about getting an ad when you're trying to record a video. I think everyone is a closet Kirby fan. It's impossible not to love. The games are cutesy, fun, and surprisingly dark, all at the same time. And nor have I felt this more than in Planet Robot. At first the game flew over my head, but soon I discovered it largely in part to Steve a Gunner. And I was instantly won by this game's charm. This game is just fun. There's so many cool copy abilities and different modes in the game. And don't do this to me, you freaking hack. Don't do this to me, you freaking hack. Don't do this to me, you freaking hack. Anyway, as I was saying, this game is just fun. There's so many cool copy abilities and different modes in the game, and the characters are hands down the best in the franchise. Haltman is probably my favorite video game Kirby character. Haltman is probably my favorite Kirby character, even though he's basically video game Trump, because that's what's funny about him. And a jazz version of DDD theme is something I didn't know I wanted, but I love it. Something about it the music in Kirby does really well, the music Kirby really does well, is having a motif used throughout the entire game. And the Noble Haltman is catchy as hell. Also, the game doesn't just give Kirby a mech suit and call it a day. They make the mech suit thematically appropriate to the plot, as Popstar is mechanized by Haltman Works Company. The mech even gets its own copy ability, so the game layout makes it so there's a balance between it being in and out of the mech suit. There's also a surprising amount of fan service in this game, from Core Cabula to Dark Matter to Setonia, and even Galactinite make a return with remixed boss themes. It's great of Kirby games to honor its history while still innovating the franchise, and which is one of the reasons why I didn't enjoy Star Allies that much, as it just felt like Return to Dreamland 2. I'd take Robobot any day. Whoa! A popular indie game that everyone loves to hate because its fan base is infamous for being toxic, but the game is actually really good for what it is, and people should love it for what it is and not for what the fans have made of it. What a surprise! I'm sorry guys, as much as I love making fun of Undertale, check out that series by the way. I mostly do it just to make fun of the fan base. The game itself is really good. I can't stop liking it. Back in 2015, this was #1 on my list, but I grew up and realized that some games are better. That being said, Undertale's best experience is blind, and once you finish all the routes, you finish playing it. unless there's some elaborate secret hiding there that nobody's found yet. But if it's your first time playing, the game is really fun. The combat system is kind of a mix between Mario and Luigi and Earthbound. The attacks take a form of little bullet hell minigames, and you can feasibly dodge anything, but that doesn't mean it's easy. And of course, the option to kill and spare each enemy also helps with the combat system. It becomes more of if you're going for a pacifist run, it becomes more of a puzzle game of trying to find out what to do to get them to spare you before you get hit by the bullet hell. The game constantly breaks the fourth wall, which I really like in the game, but it does so that normal gameplay functions like saving and EXP is worked into the lore of the world. The dialogue and characters are some of the best parts of the game, except for Sans, I fucking hate him. But so many good quotes and characters that come out of the game. The game is very cheeky at times, with many quips towards normal gaming conventions, and the music is probably my favorite OST as a whole in the game. There's so many songs that fill you with so many emotions, and that's one of the main reasons why I really like this game. A wise man once said, "Never underestimate the power of hype." And boy was he right. Hype can be a major factor towards the game before it even comes out. Showing off certain features and mechanics beforehand will drum up hype for a game and get people excited about it. And even once the game comes out, you can automatically associate the game with the hype you felt when the game was getting revealed. Nintendo gets this. They get this so much that they can just show the number 4 and crowds and YouTubers alike will start screaming. And none of these franchises is the hype felt more than in Smash Bros. Daddy Sakurai, I like to refer to him as the hype god. The amount of leaks, real or fake, for Smash Bros, for Wii U, and now for Smash Switch are unreal. One thing that Sakurai really gets is how to reveal a character. He has a formula for reveal trailers. First he shows related footage, and then reveal a character in a single action or line spoken. For example, the thing with Aiden England's eye. Then show the gameplay of the character. I remember when Mega Man was announced and everyone lost their shit. Then at the end of Wii U 50 Factory Extravaganza thing, they randomly dropped that Mewtwo's coming to the game at DLC, and Etika lost his shit. And Bayonetta was announced similarly with unrelated footage with pit fighting, and then suddenly Bay's Borders rings out, and again cue Etika screaming. Even with Smash Switch announced with this, unrelated footage of the Inklings fighting, and if you watch reactions, people start to catch on at different times. Then zoom in on the Inkling's eye, and bam, there's a Smash logo. And the presentation revealed ends with no other information besides the fact that Mario, Link, and Inkling are confirmed, and it's coming in 2018. And once Smash Switch comes out, it will probably replace Smash Wii U in the slot, but since it's not out yet, we have to do the next best thing. I love Smash Wii U. It's probably the multiplayer game that I've played the most. Smash has the ability to both be casual and competitive, and I don't see many other games doing that. Even Mario Party is supposed to be casual, and is shown when the luck ruins competitive Mario Party matches. But Smash is surprisingly deep. Its roster is gigantic, with fan-favorite and obscure characters duking it out in iconic locations with iconic music playing. There's so many modes and ways to play this game, and you'll never master every single character. Also, post-Hoo-Ha but pre-Bayonetta, this was probably the most balanced Smash game out of the 4. I say that because before Hoo-Ha was nerfed, that was broken as shit, and now Bayonetta is also broken. I expect it for that, but I expect it mostly for drumming up more hype than you can shape a stick at. First some honorable mentions. Doki Doki Literature Club, Cuphead, and Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Introducing new Bomb Pop Fruit Bomb.
What else? I love this game. Everything about it. I can't say anything more about Mario Odyssey that's already been said. It's amazing. The gameplay harkens back to Mario 64. We're searching for moves, but there's so many of these things now. Mario moves amazingly with the help of Cappy, and capture enemy is really fun and refreshing than just normal power-ups. Mario himself flows and moves around well that speedrunning the game is surprisingly easy, which got me into speedrunning, even though I'm bad at it. The Kingdom don't follow standard new Super Mario Bros. Protocol. Now, instead of like normal plains, desert, ice, blah, we got a desert covered in ice, a mechanized forest, a tropical island, New Donk City, and a Japan-style Bowser's Castle instead of just lava. That's really nice and refreshing of the game. The music fits for every situation in Kingdom. One of the most memorable parts of the game is the New Donk City Festival. My heart's melted just watching it. It's so amazing. The music can be relaxing, upbeat, or dark at any point, depending on the situation, and it's never overused. This game also includes costumes, which is something I didn't know I wanted in a Mario game. Playing Mario dress-up is surprisingly fun. I usually rep the skeleton suit and a golden hat. There's also has lots of fan service. There's an entire kingdom based on Super Mario 64's Peach's Castle, as well as a costume that changes to Mario from Mario 64. New Donk City is one giant throwback to Donkey Kong, and there's this one 2D section which has you play World 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. And there's rumors of Isle Delfino coming as DLC. Anyway, that's all. For all these reasons, this is why Super Mario Odyssey gets #1. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time.